welcome
How's
to
it
another
going?
D&D Oxventure. I am Corazon de Baena, master of sleight of hand. Wait a minute, what's that behind your ear? It's a coin. That's right.
That's my coin.
That's right, I'm a wizard. Also.
I'm Prudence the Tiefling Warlock, down one coin already, and I'm furious about it. Hello and welcome.
I'm Egwil, the Dragonborn Paladin. Looking for atonement. Also coins if I come across some, but you know I don't mind. I'm easy.
Check behind your ear.
Yeah, no, none here.
I'm Dob,
These
the
are
half-orc
ears,
bard. I care nothing for these coins, but I am interested to know what Corazon's hidden behind my ear.
Wait, let
Why?
me have a look. Dob.
What is it?
Oh
It's
my god.
what's
I think
this?
you
Why?
You should get that checked out.
It's a general sense of
Oh no, wait, it
self-assuredness.
dislodged. I think it's.
Oh.
I think it's just some muck. So you're all right, Dob. Don't worry.
Oh dear.
And I am Merylwen, the Wood Elf Druid, and I'm sometimes a cat, I'm sometimes a bear, I'm sometimes an octopus. I'm a very, multifaceted elf.
Yeah.
Triple
But
threat.
always a friend.
Aww.
You know what? I think that's the slickest intro we've ever done, guys.
Yeah.
Not now you've drawn attention to it and also
And
interrupted
never
Johnny.
again. Enjoy it, audience.
I'm literally everyone else in the world.
Yay!
Honk, honk. So, we've had a bit of a run of adventures that are for all sorts of different online type things, but this one follows on from the one we did for D&D Celebration.
What is yon online
Yeah.
of which you speak, Sirrah?
3 years, and now you decide to go methods.
The full Renaissance fair.
We joined the party just hours after they basically smashed up a pub and assigned it to new management after getting rid of a terribly xenophobic lady in a town called Frostmaid. Your peat and your fingers and your noses have all started to warm up as you descend the mountain, and it is no longer extremely icy. Indeed, you have basically come down the other side of this mountain, and you are approaching a charming-looking town, which has, it's got a village green. There's some very spacious paths. It looks lovely. It looks like an area for pleasant, affluent people who like living in the shadow of a mountain and don't want any trouble.
They're going to wish
too
they
bad for
hadn't
them.
met us.
Indeed. As you start to descend the mountain, you sort of come onto the path and start, walking along. You hear a bell ringing off in the distance with a voice accompanying it, kind of very off in the distance. You hear like a, hear ye, bang, 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 bang. And here we begin.
Does anyone hear he?
It's a crier.
I
A town hark. The sound
Yeah.
of yon town crier.
Okay.
Well, what does he want
Yeah,
us
I
to
definitely-
hear? Can we?
Should we go and find out?
Should we head towards? Come
Yeah.
on, let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or we go to the village green and play bowls.
Ooh.
It's a difficult
Bowls
choice.
is good.
Bowls would take up a good 2 hours. I think we
Does
should have a
anyone have
really
anything
good 2 hour
spherical?
game of bowls.
I'm definitely.
Johnny
bowled
spends the
over by
next
that
2 hours
suggestion.
simulating a game
brought
of
my own.
balls.
Yeah.
It's grindingly
Okay.
slow.
You can use the terrifying orb.
Yeah, the bombs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the demonic Pokeball.
There is,
Alright, well, let's see.
a bowls lawn. I'm into it. That's what you
I want to hear what's going on with the
do.
town crier.
Let's see what the
Go
town
on
crier's got to say, and if
Alright.
it's boring, we'll
Okay.
do bowls.
Yeah, like this is our Netflix. Let's go find the town crier.
What am a Netflix,
Bling,
Prudence?
bling. There is
We
a man.
approach.
There is a man who is just very, I think, puffed up is the best way to describe him. He is wearing sort of those pantaloon trousers that have incredibly inflated thighs that have sort of like,
Voluminous.
yeah, like little slits that reveal other fabric underneath.
Maybe he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
totally jacked.
A big puffed up shirt. He's
Never
got
skips leg day.
no, he's got like a chest as broad as a redwood trunk. And his bell is
That's
actually
massive.
quite.
That's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
25 metres.
He's a very.
Christ, he's enormous. You
He's
see
a
the size
big
of this
presence.
This man is destroying the town.
Oh my god, we have to stop him.
He's just there going, hear ye, hear ye.
We're
Yeah,
hearing,
we'd like-
we're hearing.
we'd
Here
like
we
to
be.
We
What do you
hear
want?
ye.
Hey, ye.
Oh, hear ye, adventurers wanted. Are you adventurers?
Yes.
Ye, me,
Yeah.
ye, I.
Stop, quick, show him your backflip.
I show him a backflip.
Dex
An
acrobatics,
adventurous-
please.
Way to
Alrighty.
play it cool, everybody.
I'd like to draw my rapier and do a cool flourish that implies I'm a dangerous adventurer.
Also, dex sleight of hand then, please.
An
Luke, that's you.
unnatural 20.
Okay.
Perfect
Dex
backflip.
sleight of hand. All right, baby. That is a 5. But let me just add my cool modifiers. So,
Here they come.
12.
Okay.
So cool.
All right, you can have that.
Yeah.
Basically, Dub does a series of backflips while Corazon is like, and it looks like he's playing jump rope, but it's a sword.
Can I land
try
on
and
the
juggle
sword?
my 3 bombs?
So you want to juggle your 3 bombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. That'll be Dex sleight of hand again, I think.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Don't screw this one up, Egbert.
Would it be
I'll step
acrobatics? 'Cause
away
it's literally something an
slightly.
acrobat does. Well, we'll
That's
see.
a 4 plus 2. It's a 6.
Okay, you drop a bomb. The fuse starts to light.
Ah!
The man is standing there with his bell, like ding, 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 ding. He goes, "That was cool. What's that?" There is a bomb about to go off on the village green.
I jump
I
on the
can't-
bomb.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Dive onto it heroically.
are you sure? Sure.
Now, when this bomb goes off, it's a saving throw, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right.
How long
Let's
have we
see.
been going? Anyway.
6 minutes.
And so endeth the tale of Egbert the Clumsy.
Egbert's
12.
ribcage was blown apart.
Bomb.
DC 12 Dex
Dex
check.
saving throw.
Yeah.
You could have just
or-
huffed it into the
Yeah, I
adjoining
could have,
field.
but you know.
Into
Okay,
the
so there's
Shoulda, woulda,
DC
coulda.
DC 12 Dex check from everyone, please.
Everyone!
Oh, I'm on top of it. I've dived on the bomb.
All right.
I'm
DC
rolling.
10. DC 10.
DC 10. Thanks,
DC
Egbert.
10.
Now we're all going to get blown up with you.
22.
On a. Okay.
10.
Wait.
Okay.
So wait.
14.
I don't. What are the modifiers?
Just chuck a D20 and roll and add your Dex.
Add dex. Okay. 11.
Okay, you're fine. Egbert.
15 plus 2. 17.
Okay, great. To be honest with you, this looks as well practiced as the rest of the routine you just did. Because Egbert's like chuck, 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 bonk, and he hits the deck while everyone else leaps back. The town crier is obviously not as well versed in this kind of jolly caper, as he basically starts walking over with his hands behind his back, and he's like, "Oh, and what are you doing now?" And then a bomb goes off in his face. I will reduce the damage because Egbert's on the bomb.
Oh.
And I've got fire resistance, right?
Oh. You guys.
Yeah. He still takes 7 points of
Oh,
burning
no.
damage. So,
So
What
as
sort
you
of
can
state is
see,
he in
we're-
visually?
so
With
basically
the
what
people
happens,
for the job.
What happens is
What?
that there's like a woomph. Egbert is thrown rather upwards and onto his back, and the ground bucks underneath him and the town crier, who is kind of flung back. And when he sort of sits up, he's bleeding from the forehead. His tunic has sort of been blasted away, and then there are some burns on his chest.
How ripped is he?
He's pretty ripped. He's kind of like in that he's jacked, but he's not ripped. Like there's a lot of muscle there, but
Yep.
you know.
Say no more.
I turn
But
to
he
him and I
sits up-
say, "Any questions?"
His bell is caved in. He goes like ding, 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 ding. He goes,
Aw.
"Well, you certainly do seem to be adventurers. You've me convinced.
Is someone going to heal him?
Oh, is that a thing you can do?
I feel
No.
like I should do that. I've got.
You think we're
cure
made of
wounds.
spell slots?
I feel like Egbert is responsible and ought to
What's a
heal.
spell
this
slot?
You think we're made of long
innocent town
rests?
crier.
Egbert, you heal him. I will mend his bell.
Okay.
All right, and to distract him, I'll do another display of the sword fighting and
Okay.
fencing skills that have made me famous.
Egbert, why
Okay.
did you need to light the bombs? I understand the juggling.
Well, it just sort of went off.
Right,
It
right.
must have got
right,
too
no.
close to my breath, and then. You know,
It does that, yeah.
Cool.
That's true.
Right, so another dex sleight of hand check from Corazon, please, and then I don't know what you're
One-
using for the healing or.
Cure wounds is 1d8 plus spell casting modifier,
Okay.
which is. Let me find out.
So 18, Johnny.
Cool, great. Yeah, you
That's.
yeah,
7
you do some
plus,
cool sword stuff.
7 plus 3.
Okay.
So he
He's
probably feels
perfectly
better
healed.
than when he started.
Yeah. Oh, you've sorted out the crick in my back. That's great.
Well, I think our credentials are firmly established now, sir.
I pat him hard on the back. Go, so you see, we're all right.
Yes.
I place an apple on his head and I say, "Watch me easily cut this
Oh, no
from
need,
your
sir.
head."
You've already.
A single
you've already
swipe. No, no.
No, I beg
Single
your
swipe of my
mercy.
cutlass.
No, I'm actually
You sure?
begging you now. Yes.
Sure, I can.
Yes.
Pretty sure I can do it.
Yep.
All right. If you say
Okay,
so.
where was I? Oh, yes. Ding, 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 ding. Hear ye. The town of Brunham seeks adventurers to clear out the troll from the nearby cave that has been stealing of the livestock of the aforementioned town of Brunham.
Questions. How long has the troll been there?
Well, we suspect up to 6 months, but it's only just become a problem more recently. This cave has been inhabited by trolls in the past, so sometimes we have to hire adventurers to go up there, kill the beast, and bring back a token such as a toe or a tooth.
Question.
Or yes.
Dob casts his mind back to remember, as he surely will find simple, what kind of creatures trolls are in the world he lives in. Is it more like a Warcraft troll, or is it more like a Harry Potter troll? Is it more like a cave troll? That kind of thing.
They are like large giants. They're chaotic, evil. They basically they tend to catch and devour anything they can, and they have regenerative flesh. So they are actually quite difficult to kill. These things are quite
awesome.
ferocious.
So bowls, anyone? Anyone for bowls?
Question. What's in it
Yeah.
for us?
Money is in it
How much?
for you.
How much money?
We will pay 600 gold pieces
Whoa.
for the successful dealing with of the troll.
I would like to turn to the fellow Oxventurers and say, folks,
Yes.
I think, needless to say, I know Corazon wants that money. I think we
I
have to...
want 600 gold pieces.
Yeah, we have to accept this quest, but let's apply hard mode and see, can we do this without anyone being disguised as a sheep?
I'm out. Hard pass.
Which I think
struggle
you'll
out of the
agree.
sheepskin that I'd already started putting on.
Which I think
Well,
you'll
what's
agree.
your big plan then, Dob?
Well, I just think
I'm never going to get to use this sheep disguise.
my first big plan was to get disguised as a sheep and get kidnapped on purpose, but that's what we do basically all the time.
Should we just walk over there and see this shop?
So what if we just go and look at it like normal?
Hey, all right. Okay, what if, hear me out here, we sneak into the cave and we surgically remove the toe or tooth of the troll, and then we return it. We don't have to get involved with this whole situation. We get the money. Because maybe
I mean,
this
I still
troll's-
think removing a toe is getting involved with the situation. Someone
we get
remove
the
your
money.
toe.
They've got
you can-
regenerative flesh, he said.
Yeah,
What if Corazon-
they'll notice.
By
What if we
I
just-
mean Dobbs' memory when he was remembering. Dobbs'
What if we-
memory, I imagine, said that they were.
What if we disguise ourselves as a troll, stomp around a bit, wreck up the place to jack up the price?
What if we disguise ourselves as a very sexy troll, and then when
Yes.
the troll comes to kiss us,
Why don't we use a disguise
steal
kit on a marrow and make it
We
look
see
like
how
a
it-
troll's toe? And then play bowls for the rest of the adventure.
these are all great plans, people.
I suggest
Sorry,
you...
I just wanted to. Are you interested in the job? Only you've been huddled together for quite a long time.
We'll take the job, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now-
n-
To seal the deal, I'll swipe this apple from your head using my cutlass.
really, that won't be necessary, sir.
No, I can do it.
I really rather you didn't. No, actually, I must insist. I really don't want you to please
Don't move
put
the
your
apple
sword-
once he's started.
Yeah.
That's important.
The last guy did that.
Look, we've all got a lot
You guys
of
remember
things to get
Stumpy,
on.
right?
Look, I just there are two things you need to know before you begin this quest. Number
Go.
one,
Here we go.
the town of Brunham cannot be held responsible for any damage sustained to any sheep, cow, or other livestock costumes while you are attempting this quest.
That's more than
secondly,
fair.
As you probably know, being adventurers, trolls are famously territorial, and you would do well to proceed quietly and sneak into the cave before beginning the combat, because I I'm no adventurer myself, but I do know that announcing yourself to a troll is a darned good way to get killed by one.
Thanks for the tips.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Oh, and the Bulls tournament begins at 6 p.m. sharp.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get this
We're on
wrapped
the
up
clock.
to 6, guys.
Yeah.
Right. Go get the troll back in time for balls.
Great.
Yeah.
Here is a map. It is, as you see here, I have taken a souvenir tea towel from the town of Brunham, embroidered
We
with
call
the,
it a cloth map in the business. We call it a cloth map.
Oh. Well, as you can see here on the top of this tea towel, I have updated the map with an X to show the location of the cave. Please do not sell this on. It is for illustrative purposes only, and you are not authorised to sell Town of Brunham merchandise.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Mental note to sell Town of Brunham.
Bootleg merch.
Yeah, let's create a pirated copy of the map, which is the same, but it points to some buried treasure.
I can hear you, and if
Ow.
you are joking, I don't find it funny.
All right. Keep your giant trousers on.
Yeah.
Right. Should we just go and check out this troll cave then? What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's scope it out. I mean, how hard could it be? I still think we could sneak in there, get a little toe, without the troll noticing, bring it back.
What if the troll can make us a better offer? A troll's wealthy, generally. Dob, search your memories.
Search your memory.
I close my eyes in pure recollection of my memories.
They don't really have a society to speak of.
They don't.
They will sometimes do mercenary work for other giants, but solely for like food and like treasure. So they might have money with which to
But they're
to
unlikely to barter.
give you a better offer. But yeah, you are going after something that is just famously like
Tough.
Yeah.
tough and hateful.
Okay. All right.
Well, why don't we just leopard crawl up to it, assess the situation?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's do a recce. Stealth-wise, I'm dreadful at stealth, historically, but I know Merylwen has got some good stuff for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a pass without trace and cast that on everyone.
Sweet.
And
Well, let's should we make our way to the
Yeah.
cave
The
first?
cave
Because
first.
it's
Get
got
to
a
the
time on it,
cave.
hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
cool.
1 hour, so we have an hour to be able to sneak around, and also I have to concentrate on it, so you can't request anything else of me.
Don't distract Merylwen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it takes you about 40 minutes to get outside of Brunham and sort of pick your way up to the specific sort of cave entrance, which is one of those ones that kind of like it overlooks the town. It almost looks like a hermit's cave, really. And you start to close in. You get to about the distance where you think it would be wise to start treading carefully. So Merylwen, are you casting?
Yeah, I'm
Does
gonna
this-
cast pass without trace.
Does it make everyone invisible, or does it just give everyone a ridiculous buff to stealth?
It just adds a 10+ bonus to dexterity stealth checks.
Okay, great. Well, in that case, could everyone make me a dex stealth check and add 10?
Yeah.
24.
22. Oh no, wait, that's not even with mine as well. 26.
Oh yeah, 20. 30.
30!
Nice.
36.
Dang!
29.
Okay, it's fairly safe to say that you could go in here with like a brass band right now, and nobody would notice. Yeah, you sneak your way into the cave, and like as you start to head in, you notice a few things that are surprising. This cave, number one, is not dank. Stop. This cave does not have a mildewy dampness to it.
Okay.
It is dry.
nice.
The floor is not especially dirty. It seems quite well tended. Secondly, as you sort of proceed, you start to smell sort of wood smoke. To your surprise, you head in further. You see, it's pretty threadbare at this point, but you see what was clearly once like quite a fine rug. Nearby is a constructed little pen, and you do actually see quite a large number of livestock there. There are probably about 15 sheep, and there is there is a single goat in with them. There is a cow.
Gotta be kidding me.
and from further down the cave, you swear you can hear humming.
Oh, like a baby goat. I got it. Folks, it doesn't look like the troll is eating the livestock. They seem to be keeping them.
Yeah.
And this carpet is quite nice.
I think we should confirm that this is a troll, and if it is a troll, I suspect this is a troll not as advertised.
Maybe it's just
Yeah.
someone who likes going on ye internet and making mean comments.
I mean, in which case the mission stays the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cock 2 crossbows.
All right.
Sneak a little closer.
Yeah. Let's go for a closer sneak,
Yeah.
Okay.
closer to the sound of the humming.
Wait,
One more.
wait.
Move.
Prudence.
Hello. Yes.
Don't you have?
You want me to do a magic scan?
Yeah, when we
quick
went to
detect
the
magic.
when we went to that antique shop, you sent the magic camera into the second
Oh,
floor of the antique shop.
sensor. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, what a great idea, Corazon. I immediately resent Corazon for knowing my spells better than I do, and I make a mental note to exact revenge in
Kick
an
him in the
inscrutable
shins
way
later.
much later. Yeah, let's do that. I cast my magical sensor further down inside the cave, so that we
Okay.
don't even have to walk over there.
Wow.
Clairvoyance, that is.
Great. Okay, and you're casting it as an eye, not as an ear.
Yes, I take out Bismuth's glass eye that I borrowed, and I use it to
Poor
cast
Bismuth.
Oh,
clairvoyance.
Okay, great. So obviously the audio is a little bit out of sync with what you can hear with your own tiefling ears, because it's further away. But you can see that there is a neat little stove and like a little campsite bit with a couple of low logs and a boulder sort of acting as a seating area. And you see an absolutely hulking figure bending over an enormous teapot. And you realise that the people in the town of Brunham, either they got their wires crossed or they just didn't do their homework well enough. This isn't a troll, it's a cyclops. And it appears to be making tea.
Aww. All right,
Okay.
everyone. It's a
Oh, a
it's a
cyclops
bloody
is friendly.
cyclops.
We must bring
cyclops?
this cyclops a
cyclops.
gift.
Is that how it works?
Is that a thing with cyclopses? I don't know my cyclopean lore.
I search my memory banks and remember that it is not a thing, but I do not tell anyone that. I say, yes, if it's a cyclops, you gotta bring him a gift.
What kind of gift would please a cyclops?
Well, this cyclops is obviously into sort of fine brewing drinkables. So,
What, a bottle of wine is always welcome.
yeah.
Like rosé.
Yeah.
Some people like red, some people like white, but everyone likes rosé.
It's true.
Have a nice rosé.
Yeah, just a nice rosé.
Just a nice rosé.
Just a lovely rosé.
Where are we going to
It's a
get a
lovely
nice, reasonably priced rosé?
We will
Oh,
take
always
some
problems with you, Egbert.
Here he is with his oh, where are we going to get it? We'll take some of this water from
Oh, prestidigitation
from the
on a
wineskin,
nice.
and
Yeah.
we'll put water on it. We'll put water in a bottle, and then
Yeah.
we'll prestidigitation it into wine. Egbert, for
And
God's
then
sake,
what?
it's
When
obvious.
you present the cyclops with this wine, are you going to say you can have this rosé if you let us kill you and take your toe?
No. Well, we just want to start a conversation. I say we
We're from
pretend
the
that
village. We're welcoming you to the area.
Yeah, we say we just moved into the cave next door.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just want to get to know our neighbour.
Okay.
What they're all about.
What do the
And
other
cave
neighbours
warming
like?
party next week.
Yeah.
Welcome to come.
And you know, if you ever want to borrow a cup of sugar or a power drill or something, you should always feel free. Our cave door is always open because there isn't one. It's a cave.
I'm a half orc and filthy. No one would be surprised if I'd moved into a cave nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at what point do we get 600 gold for befriending this cyclops with wine?
That's further down the line. You're thinking too many steps ahead.
Well, you want to march in there and sever his toe with a
You
cigar
wanna-
cutter,
You
I
want to
mean,
think one step
we've all
ahead or
thought of
less.
B?
but it's not going to work. The cyclops. He's huge and dangerous, probably.
Oh, okay. So you want to ingratiate yourself with the cyclops and then, pachow, take his toe.
What if the cyclops?
No,
is
not
nice?
necessarily. The Cyclops is nice. We don't want to take the toe, right?
Yeah. Do cyclopses have regenerative powers?
Do cyclopses have
I think
600
back
gold?
to my memory. Let me just.
Make me a smarts check. Wisdom intelligence. No, wait, that's not a roll. Rusty, hang on. What's the thing I'm thinking of? Wisdom insight. Sod it. Roll
Wisdom insights.
that. Yep.
Oh, right, wisdom. Yes, that's a thing, isn't it? So that's a 12.
No, they don't.
They don't regenerate. Interesting. So the plan of cutting off the toe, it regenerating, and us splitting the reward with the Cyclops. That was my original plan. It's not going to work. He might want to keep the toe.
Yeah.
We should talk to the Cyclops.
Do we want to all go up there?
You should talk to the Cyclops. I'll hang back.
Put your Corazon, put your eye patch on if you've got it handy, and then it'll be like your brothers because you both got one
Job,
eye.
put an eye out and then talk to the Cyclops.
Yeah.
My eye patch is beyond this mystic realm.
Okay, fair enough. Left it on the ship again.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let me just put a thing in.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that looks comfortable.
That's convincing.
Yeah. Let me
All
just
right.
put it here.
Corazon, shall you and I go up and pretend that we just moved
We'll
into
just pretend we moved in next door with just a couple of rowdy frat buddies.
What about the rosé scheme, boys? Where's the rosé?
All right, okay.
All right, I put some water from my water skin
Uh-huh.
into Dob. Have you got a wine bottle in that
Yes,
filthy trash?
I
bag?
do have a wine skin, actually. I think I do have that. Yeah.
Okay.
A water skin, yeah. I cast prestidigitation on it, so that it tastes like rosé, but with none of the inebriative effects.
Yeah. All right. This will be really.
What a
we'll just
great
go
guy.
up, We'll get the measure of this Cyclops.
Everyone loves a neighbour with non-alcoholic wine.
You won't know it's non-alcoholic at first.
If we
All right, I
poison it
retreat
slightly, it'll have the
to
same
a safe
effect.
distance outside the cave, but I leave my magical sensor, my clairvoyance sensor, in place for the next 10 minutes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so you can see what unfolds.
I can see how you get stomped by a Cyclops.
Great.
You
Okay,
have little
so
faith.
are the two of you approaching silently still, or are you...
No, as we walk up, I would like to go, hello!
Okay.
Anyone
Knock,
there?
knock.
Marilyn, what were you going to say?
I'm gonna hide in amongst the livestock.
Okay.
Just gonna just hide there.
As-
Wow.
Just as an elf,
okay.
because I want to keep the concentration going because I know
of course.
that Dob and Corazon are breaking that and that's fine, but I want to keep Egbert and Prudence.
Okay.
safe.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
Cling to its
that
belly,
is fine.
Odyssey style.
Just throw a hat at it. It'll be fine. Okay, so as you go, you hear a stirring. Jane, through your clairvoyance, Prudence, through your clairvoyance, you see the Cyclops kind of look up. He goes, "Who's there?"
Hello, my name is Dob. This is
I'm
Corazon.
Corazon.
We've just moved into the cave down the way, and we wanted to say hello, get the measure of the place, get to know the neighbours. You've probably got loads of this already, but it's just the thing, isn't it? So, I hand over the rosé
I
wineskin.
mean, I don't know about you, but the last place we lived, 5 years we were there, and we never really got to know the neighbours. And I kept saying we should, but after a point, it gets too late, doesn't it? It gets too awkward to go over and introduce yourself. You've been there for a year, and it's like, why haven't you done it before? So this time we said to ourselves, first thing we're going to do, we're going to meet the neighbours and just make that connection.
We were going to extend the cave, and it got a bit nasty with one of the other cave neighbours over like cave planning.
Yeah, it was a real
and
thing.
it just really soured the... Anyway, long story short, we try and be considerate neighbours, but if you ever hear anything, please feel free to come over. Just sort of tell us to turn it down. That's fine.
Yeah. Or if you need anything, I mean, we've got, all the tools from moving in and stuff. If you ever want to borrow a lawnmower, you just...
If you need boxes, boy, do we have
yeah.
boxes.
Yeah, right, please. Take them off the hands.
So many boxes. Whoa! I'm looking around like boxes everywhere.
I'm like, do we live in a box factory?
Welcome to Box Town, I said to Corazon. Population
He
us.
said, those were his exact words.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Talking.
What's your name?
Thank you for stopping talking. My name is Norman.
Norman.
Norman the Cyclops. Tell me.
Didn't even
Thank you
notice
for
were
this, by
Cyclops.
the way. He pops the wineskin in his mouth and just goes, love it when they pop. Brilliant.
Delicious. So, how long have you lived here, Norman? How long have you lived in the area?
Well, let me ask you a question first. You say you've moved into the cave down the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It's only... There's, like, a few basilisks in there. So I kind of thought if you wanted to move in, they'd kill you.
Well, I mean, we don't like to
Oh.
talk up our your adventuring abilities. But,
This makes sense. I turn to Corazon and I loudly say, do you remember when we walked into the cave and there were two giant stone lizards facing each other and we thought it was an ornament that the previous owners had left?
Yes.
But it makes sense if they were basilisks and used their stone-turning powers on each other.
Right, because I thought they were very detailed, very lifelike. And in fact, that's one of the things that attracted me to the cave, because
The
you know
lifelike-
how much I love sculpture.
You love a big, lifelike lizard.
Exactly.
That's why we're friends with Egbert.
Yeah.
He's so real-seeming.
Yeah, we have a friend. He's a very realistic lizard.
He's so convincing.
I'm going to ask you a question now, and I want you to answer it truthfully.
Okay.
Have you been sent by the town of Brunham to kill me?
It's the
I'm
town-
not going to be mad if the answer's yes.
The answer is yes.
Do they think I'm a troll?
Yes.
They do think you're a troll, and they think that you're eating their livestock.
Okay.
But we really have moved in down the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we really do like lifelike dragons.
Well, great. We got off on a bad foot, maybe, when you started lying about your true purpose in coming here, but I'm
Well, we were
willing
just
to
trying
forgive
to
you.
we were trying to scope you out in case you were some kind of evil cyclops.
Well,
And
evidently
Norman,
I'm not.
were you not trying to also scope us out
Yeah.
a little?
Yes,
Okay.
because I thought you were lying.
Yes,
Which you
so my
were.
feelings were also hurt, but
Okay.
we move on together.
All right. Now, listen. I'm going to lay it out here on the line. I've been living here for 25 years.
Wow.
And every single time somebody from Brunham loses a sheep, they think it was me. But the thing is, I've got my own sodding livestock. Why would I need theirs?
They're
So
very
what
nice.
I've done for the last, we'll call it 24 years, after
A
I got
lucrative
bored of
TV voiceover career.
After I got bored of killing people, I just started giving the adventurers a token to take away, like a tooth or a fingernail. I've got loads.
For
You
a
can take
tooth,
that.
press 1.
You
For a
can take-
fingernail, press 2.
Press 2. You can take this down to the town of Brunham, and they will pay you for clearing out the troll problem.
I mean, This
Okay.
is perfect.
This
is
is
ideal.
yeah.
This is an
This
This is
is
an
ideal
ideal
situation.
situation.
Yeah.
Oh,
I reckon-
Corazon. Let's say we did something cooler though when we meet up with the rest of the gang.
Yeah, what should we say we did?
Let's say that we.
Pathological
Let's say
liars.
we turned the screws on him and he squealed like a canary would squeal.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
a squealing canary.
Yeah, that's one of those
Wait a
squealing ones
minute.
They
Did
can
you
squeal if
say-
you hurt them enough.
Did you say you had friends with you?
Yeah, we sent a whole
Yes.
adventurer party up here because we thought it was a troll that we were going to have to fight.
And you are adventurers for hire, yes?
We certainly
Yes.
are.
Well, frankly, I'm getting bored with all of this pretending people have killed me business. And I'm
sound
thinking about upping sticks and moving. I know you just moved in and you're keen to be friends, but I've had enough. If you are adventurers for hire, how's about you go down, get 600 gold, if that's still the going rate, from the town of Brunham, fetch a cart, and then I'll pay you 1,200 more if you help me move house.
Whoa! This is the
Yeah.
best adventure ever.
Yeah, I mean, apart from helping someone move house, which is the worst thing a person can do with their time. But yes,
Incredibly
of course.
stressful. That's why I
course.
want to hire you.
Probably one of these spells is move house. The magic spell.
Great.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I've
there's
heard of a
another
spell that
cave.
allows you to make a house and live in it.
Yeah.
No,
You don't
I,
have that one, presumably.
I've
hear you,
already
Egbert.
got a cave picked out.
All right. Well, can we have a token then to take back to the town? What have you got?
Sure. What can I do you for?
Well, what can you spare? I mean, what have you got at least 2 of?
There's a sack of things over there.
All right. Let's go and have a rummage. Ooh,
There
lucky
is-
dip.
There is a sack is about 10 foot tall. And as you open it, you're like, oh god, it's like a Golgotha of just teeth and like basically fingernail clippings and just like bits of bits of Cyclops that have sort of fallen off him over the years.
Okay.
And yeah, he's like, take your pick.
All right.
All right, Dob,
Grab a
get
toenail.
a nice big one that looks impressive and real.
Yeah, I get the biggest looking toenail.
Okay, it's huge. You could all basically toboggan down the mountain back to.
Well,
Brennan
let's
if
do
you
that.
wanted on this.
I've been watching
It's
this through my clairvoyant sensor, which does only sight and not sound. And what
Yeah.
I've witnessed is a long conversation with a cyclops, and then Dob takes a big toenail out of a bag.
Yeah.
And that's all I know at this point.
Yep.
What more do you
Yep.
need to know?
So what are you doing at this point, Prudence? Are you relaying this information to?
I'm
Egbert
smoking
and
outside the
Merylwen?
cave.
Just
I'm still
from everywhere.
in the.
Just lightly smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was retreating to a safe distance because I thought they might all get horribly murdered by an angry cyclops.
I'm inside still. I'm in with the livestock. I'm just currently hugging a sheep.
Aww.
It's real cute.
I'm admiring the rug.
Okay.
All right, I say, Oxventurers, you may reveal yourselves. It is perfectly safe. This is Norman. He's offered us an...
We put the screws on him and he squealed like a canary.
Yeah, Corazon's right. I explained what happened to everyone. The conversation we had with Norman. So, as you can see, if we head down to the town, cash in, come back up here, help Norman move.
And then we'll get
Sounds fine.
1,200
Right.
smackerinos.
Oh, that's
okay.
speaking my language. Let's
I
go
don't
get
have
to
any
100
smackerinos. I can
Smackerinos.
only pay you in gold.
Well, gold will do.
golden smackerinos. Okay, let's go get a cart.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I whispered to
So-
Corazon, was 500 the amount that Norman said?
600.
Well, we get
600
600
was
from the
what
town,
Norman
and then he'll
said.
pay us 1,200.
Another 1,200.
On
I
top.
see.
Gonna be loaded.
You're our treasurer. You're doing a
No,
terrible
he's
job.
not. I am.
Nope,
Right.
I just got appointed again then by Egbert.
it.
It's binding.
Word of Egbert is
Egbert,
law.
why?
I've already made some very unwise investments.
No.
Playing the futures market.
Yeah.
Which
Electricity.
was set in the past. There is no futures market. Lost it all. All right, let's go down to the town and sort.
Take this giant
Take this
toenail clipping
toenail.
or whatever it is.
Can we
yeah.
toboggan back to town on it?
Sure.
Sweet.
Please.
All right. Make
Oh.
me. Yeah. Go on.
No, it's just I've been watching Corazon quite closely and trying to learn from his cunning, roguish ways. So I would like to tear some of my clothing, smear berry juice all over my face, and dislocate my arm. So
Oh!
I want us to look like we could ask for.
Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Dob, I can dislocate your arm for you if you just.
Yeah. All right.
Don't-
Hang on.
All right. Let me just.
Go limp.
I put a foot into Dob's shoulder,
Yeah.
grab his arm with my
Yeah.
other two arms, and I
Hang on.
pull really hard.
I put the arm round a tree so that you get like more purchase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an opposed check. Dob, you need to
Wow.
roll. Just roll me your Constitution. Corazon, you need to roll me Strength Athletics.
If Corazon rolls a 20, will he pull my arm off? And I'm
Yes.
not saying that would be a problem.
Yes.
Merylwen just goes.
You've said it. It's
preemptively
canon now. If
vomits
he rolls a
out
nat 20, you're losing an arm.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 6.
I.
Plus Constitution is 10.
Okay, I rolled a 6.
Oh. What's your strength mod?
Mine is only +1, so.
So,
No, I rolled a 5 and I had.
Oh,
a
you
one
rolled a
to
5
it.
and it's
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
Egbert, you come over here. Try. You pull.
I'm
Everyone
not
pull at
pulling your arm
once.
out of the socket. It's probably
All right.
against
I'll do
my...
it. I'll do
my
it.
doctrine.
I'll do
Prudence,
it.
you
Let
try.
me do it. I want to do it.
I kicked
Let me
Dob
do
hard
it.
in the crotch.
I want to.
Is this
Okay.
helping?
Hate my crotch.
Dob, is this helping?
Prudence, make
Yeah.
me a strength athletics check against
Yes,
Dob's
yes,
Constitution.
Good.
Just roll me strength athletics, please.
I'm feeling very
just to try and
strong.
kick Dob in the yarbles.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
10
yeah.
again.
I'm
That's
feeling strong
a dirty
today.
20.
Hotcha. Oh man. All right, it's an 8. Not strong enough.
Can
Oh,
no
wow.
one pull my arms off?
Prudence,
Kicking you in the crotch as hard as I can, Dob.
Prudence has one foot on Dob's ribs and another foot on the side of his face. And it's just like hanging sideways. And then Corazon comes and lifts both of them off the ground with an almighty punt into Dob's crotch.
That's not a visible. I mean, that's not going to be a visible wound, Corazon.
It'll
Egbert,
be
come
etched
here.
on your face.
Come here and try. Egbert, you try.
I don't want to. I don't
Too
want
All
bad.
to pull his
right,
arm off.
I put my hand under a heavy rock and jump backwards.
Dex acrobatics, please.
9 plus 15.
Okay, yes, you do
Finally,
whatever it is you're playing.
if you want
Smash your
something
own
done
hand up.
right, you have to do it yourself.
I
Okay,
roll Dob
you-
up in a blanket and throw him down the hill.
Okay. Dob, you smash your hand up. Anything you do now with your left hand for the rest of the session is going to be at a disadvantage.
But I would have put my right hand under the thing
Oh,
because
of course,
Dob's
because
left-handed.
Dob's left-handed. All right, your right hand then.
That's fine.
Great.
Cool. But the arm is out of the socket. That's at the shoulder.
Oh, okay, you've got it. Great.
So he was putting his and then he went.
Oh, I see. Oh, great. Okay, I get it now.
I can
was
still have a
just a
smashed hand.
purchase.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
still
mind
have-
the smashed hand.
You've got a smashed hand.
You drop the big rock
yeah.
on your hand probably to wrench it.
Yeah.
You see Norman is just sat in the back of the cave smoking from a pipe that is an old ale barrel. And he's there going like... You're confusing.
I use some strawberry juice to make it look like I'm bleeding a bit.
Okay. All right. Is anyone else doing a feigned or really quite genuine like things to themselves before tobogganing down the mountain?
No, I'm expecting to fall off the toboggan at some point, so I'll probably
Okay,
get
great.
roughed up.
Yeah, I would actually.
expecting I'll get quite seriously hurt.
Between now and
I'm expecting
when
I'll
we get
slam
back
into
to
a
town.
tree, you know.
Yes, please. Could everyone make me a strength athletics check to just stay on the toboggan as you go down?
19.
Side. 19.
20, in fact.
Oh, okay.
22.
18.
7.
12.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Marilyn, you are pitched from the toboggan as it kind of like everyone's like whoa, whoa, and then there's a weird double bounce, and you just go boom, and you fly off, and I mean, you don't
Die.
make it weird. Oh no, you're fine. You take 2 points of damage. It's fine.
Ow.
You kind of just land on your butt. You're like, and you've got to walk the rest of the way down.
Smashed coccyx.
That's going to be good for
No,
limping,
yeah.
though.
I roll
If they-
because I roll. I do a little roll.
If they seem
Carefully,
suspicious,
like-
show them your bot, Ellen.
Have we arrived in the village again?
Yes,
no,
you
I
have.
got kicked out of the last place I did that in. So no.
Let's see. Let's make a dex saving throw for the town crier. Okay, you do not smash into the town crier. He
Hooray.
jumps out the way. He goes,
Can we not use his
oh!
trousers as sort of padding to kind of, slow us down?
He gets out of your way. If you were trying to use him as a buffer, he's having none of it. He goes, oh!
I would-
You've not already killed the troll?
Yeah,
Have
that
you?
was a
Check out this
real,
toenail.
as you can see, it did a real number on our friend's dog here.
Oh my goodness, you're hurt. Let me help you up. He grabs your dislocated arm and just starts
Yeah.
Oh goodness! Oh no! Well, listen. Oh gosh, that is big. And you say this came from the troll you killed?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
It was a real tussle. Real,
How did he die?
oh, it was-
Painfully.
yeah. I did
Okay.
a knee slide underneath his legs are apart, and I did a knee slide with my sword under him, and I slit him right
Oh,
up the
oh,
middle.
don't! No, that's horrible.
all of his gallstones came out and smashed me.
Yeah, and these
Oh,
landed
no.
smashing on him, and he was all like, ah. It was
They say the
real.
gallstones of a troll can be horrible. But tell me, how did you get around his incredible regenerating flesh?
Well, this is a magic sword.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really more for my own personal interest. Don't worry. He is going to make a wisdom insight check, though. Yeah, he buys it. Don't worry. Okie dokie. He's like, I'll be right back with 600 gold.
Wait, hang on. I look around at my compatriots. At any point, is anyone going to try and get some extra money out of him, as was the plan with all of the smashing of my genitals and arm?
Wait, that was the plan to get more
I
money?
thought we
Did I
were
not-
just
I did not
doing
know
it
that
for
was the
the
plan.
Did I not
love.
mention
I
that bit of
thought-
it?
No,
All
you
right.
didn't mention that
No,
bit.
I thought it was
that
implied.
just
I just
I
wanted to
thought that
pull
was
your
just
arm out.
to-
No, it would be like,
It's
look,
a verisimilitude.
look how much we got hurt.
I thought
So,
it
No, I
was
think
just
you were-
to- no,
I
I
thought you were
just
just
thought
trying
it
to
was
sell
to
the story.
sell that it was
well,
an
I guess it's
actual
too late
fight.
now. It's fine.
It is. He turns up with a wheelbarrow that's got like a couple of heavy chests in it. It's like, here you are, 600 gold.
Great. Well,
My eyes briefly open. They have a glassy expression.
Frankly, I'm
I lapse back
surprised.
into unconsciousness.
Frankly, I'm surprised that you didn't ask me for more, given your compatriot's condition. But
you really
unfortunately,
got that
I've already filled out the requisition form and cannot pay you a penny more.
Oh well.
Well,
No harm done. Anyway, I was wondering if you knew where we could get a cart, because now that we've got some money, I think we'd like to carry on our travels in.
For 600
style.
gold, you can get a cart anywhere.
Great.
Well, can we get one here?
Yeah, can we mail it in or what?
Yeah. I've got a cart. Do you want to buy my cart?
How much?
How much?
600 gold.
No.
Deal.
Expensive for a cart.
Deal, I wheeze from the floor.
Gob in the crotch again.
No.
Okay, all right. I'll sell you it for 2 gold pieces. It was worth a go.
It was worth. Oh, you rascal! I placed an apple on his head.
How about 150? 1 gold 50.
yes.
Alright.
And I'll
Take
throw
it.
in a mule.
Strike
Yes.
a hard bargain.
Okay. He leads you off to a cart and a mule. He says, "This is my mule. Well, your mule now. What's its name? Because it's not my mule anymore.
Norman.
Norman.
Yeah.
Norman.
Norman the mule.
Norman.
Dob. Oh no, Dob.
What a nice name for a mule." For a moment, I thought that it rang a bell, but then I checked, and it turns out
Rang a bell,
no.
I get it, town crier. You're a funny guy. Right, see ya.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, bye. Are you not going to be playing balls?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we'll be
what
back.
time is
What's
it,
the
Norman?
Corazon's
top
already
prize?
played with my balls.
Don't tell the town crier that.
I'm not giving you inspiration for that. It's about 1 o'clock, so you got
Ah.
ages.
Oh, cool.
We'll be
5
back.
hours.
We'll be back for balls.
We'll be back for bulls.
Don't you worry, Norman.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he's not Norman. Are we talking to the mule now?
I'm talking to the mule. Don't worry, Norman.
Don't worry,
Don't
Norman.
worry, Norman the mule. Okie dokie. So yeah, you start to move. You start to try and move off. Norman the mule is not keen on this state of affairs. Norman's like, this looks like work.
I cast Speak with Animals. I'm like, hey Norman.
Oh,
You
yeah,
alright?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going through my bag,
need-
selecting the best thrashing stick to thrash Norman.
we need to go up this hill.
This one's weighty.
But don't
Alright.
worry, like we're gonna.
Good flexibility on this one.
We've got to shift some stuff. But don't worry. Look, I know it's a lot of work. But don't worry. I mean, I can give you a hand as well. Don't worry. We'll all be pitching in a little bit. But
Well,
Aren't you a bit tiny?
don't worry. Well, see, I'm talking to you. And that's because I've got some special abilities, and one of them is I can turn into a big bear. And don't worry, when you see a big bear, it'll probably
Don't-
just be me.
Yeah, don't really like a bear.
why don't we just
That's
set
alright.
Norman free and Merylwen can pull the cart?
I'm sorry, I can't really turn around because I'm shackled to a cart. Can I hear somebody testing thrashing sticks?
Yeah. I'm
That's-
enjoying the
that's-
flexibility of the maple here. Actually, it's
That's
kinda nice.
just Corazon, don't worry, that's not for you. He's just into some interesting things, it's fine.
Right. Say no more. Right, well, pitch in a bit,
Look,
but
what's your favourite food? What's your favourite treat? What do you
you got
like?
any oats?
Creme brulee.
Oats. Look,
Yeah.
we'll get you loads of oats, don't worry.
Well, don't give me loads of oats. Give me some oats.
Yeah, I'll get you the perfect amount of oats.
I always like the animals more before we talk to them.
All right. Yeah.
Alright, so before we head off, I'm going to pop into the local shop and buy a generous supply of oats, but not too much.
All right.
Okay.
Now make me a charisma persuasion check on the mule. Yeah, the animals are jerks, aren't they? Apart from that one shark who was French.
Oh, yeah.
He was pretty chill.
I think it's just the anthropomorph.
4.
Oh, no, not those oats. Those ones
No?
are rolled. Nah.
Okay, what's your
A
favourite
steel
oat?
cut. It's got
Yeah, I want-
steel cut oats.
I don't know what that
Come
one
on.
with the Orns just said, but I like steel cut oats. Why are we doing
Okay,
this?
I go back into the shop and I ask for steel cut oats.
They give you some steel cut.
They don't have
Okay.
any.
I come back out, and I'm like, look, I've got the
not
steel
that- not
cut.
that-
Is this
not that
is
angle
this
of
the
cut.
better one? I give him a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
sniff. Yeah.
That's all right.
Is that all
that's
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Right.
Yeah. All right.
Practicing my thrashing on some bags of oats.
Yeah, twist my arm. All right.
Yeah. Also, do you like it when someone just gets you behind the ear? Because I'm also very good at that.
No.
Would you like it if I got you behind the ear?
Under
Can we
the-
get a move on?
under the chin.
What's that one saying?
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. He likes these different things. Don't worry.
Let's
don't
set
worry.
Norman free. Let's set Norman free so he can run around in the woods.
Let's set him
And then
free.
get eaten by something.
Yeah, set him free now. We've just given him some oats.
That's
So-
the wild.
Let's
Listen,
let him into the
can you-
ocean so he can return to the sea where he.
Can you tell me how long this job's going to take, miss? Because frankly, I fancy watching the bulls later.
Well, we'll get you back for the balls. Don't worry.
All right.
All right.
Well, all right. Well, sooner we get started. Come on, stop wasting
All right.
time.
Oh my goodness. I just back away.
Cast Moonbeam.
He goes, all right, suit yourself. He starts moving. He's like, you better tell me left or right. I'm just a mule, mate.
Okay.
He's just now walking in
straightforward.
Yeah, I got that. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Look, and I feed him instructions as to the directions towards the cave.
Well, I can't
Telling
read
him
these
to
if you're
veer.
putting them in my mouth.
No, I taught.
Okay, yeah, you managed to get him up there. Basically, everyone, you see that Merylwen's doing great. Merylwen's doing normal druid stuff. You know, she's like, here, look, I got you some of your favourite food. And then, you know, you're not entirely sure. Maybe you felt like she didn't have enough or whatever, but she comes back. And you make it all the way back up to the cave. By the end of the this like short journey, which is quite a pleasant, slow walk, she is visibly pissed off. Like, Merylwen, you've just been like listening to this mule the entire time. Just be so ungrateful.
Was he being an absolute ass? Because
Hey! he gets the
where they
cave.
get
Goes,
the name from now.
smells like a cyclops in there.
Yes, there is.
Oh, you didn't tell me we were going to see a cyclops.
Got a problem
Well,
with that?
Or do us
it
something
doesn't-
nicer?
Oh. Look,
What's going on,
Oh,
Merylwen?
yeah.
You look cross, Merylwen. What's going on? You usually love animals. You usually get on with them famously well.
Yeah, why aren't you like tickling his ears and smooching
Is
him?
this mule being rude to you?
Yes, a little bit.
Oh,
he-
right.
Merylwen, are you
So
saying-
I've got
doesn't
just
want-
the thrashing stick? I flex it.
No, I don't think that's going to help us as much
Experimental
as
thrashing,
I would
yeah.
just be like, yeah, but he didn't know that it was a cyclops, and he wanted oats. I just wanted to like give him something nice rather than just be like, hey donkey, let's go to the cave, and not. I was trying to like sweeten the deal, like not even that we had to make a deal because he was our donkey, and like. I'm just trying to be nice and not just having it really upset right now.
Marilyn,
Well,
I
maybe
feel
stop
like you're
talking to
suggesting
this-
that we feed Norman to Norman.
Yeah, that would be a
Yeah,
kindness.
yeah.
No,
Let's-
I
Well,
don't,
okay,
I don't
Meryl-
think
Merylwen.
Norman would...
This isn't really the focus of what we're trying to do here. You establishing a strong friendship with this mule. So, well, how about we just leave him tied up out here and we go in and talk to Norman, the actual
Yeah.
focus of the
You
quest.
believe.
There you go. There you go. Don't worry. It's just some jerk.
Just some joke.
He's not worth it, Merylwen.
Yeah.
Forget about that guy.
Okay, you head back into the cave. Norman does not seem to have started packing. He's still just smoking a pipe. He goes, "Welcome back. Your elf seems upset."
Yeah, it's
Can
I
susceptible
go
to an
hug your
argument with a
sheep?
donkey. It's
Sure.
something that happens a lot.
Thank you.
So, Norman, I noticed that you don't. Maybe you didn't expect that we would like be good to our word, but we have been. I noticed that you haven't started like boxing up, but I guess you are paying us to help you move. Does
Yeah, how's
Damn
this gonna work,
Skippy.
Norman?
okay? Well, I mean, I would help with the boxes, but this damnable arm of mine, this ruined groin.
Oh.
So if it's
Dob's
cool.
played us like an absolute fiddle here. He's smashed his groin and arm so
Yeah.
he wouldn't have to help.
No, I
That's
still want to
fine.
help. I can just take a more managerial position. For example, saying
project managing, is it?
Egbert, pack faster, Prudence, put those things in topwise so that they fit better, that sort of thing.
Would it help
That's
if
a
I
great
kicked my crotch?
idea. Norman gently scoops you up and like just holds you under his arm like you're a bowling ball. And he's like, "You and I will be foremen, and we'll direct the other 4 as they pack up the stuff.
Nice.
Let's start with the bric-a-brac." He points. And to your horror, you see an entire cave wall of like shelves with lots of little teeny tiny fragile statues. 2/3 of them seem to be of squirrels. And he goes, "These are incredibly valuable sentimentally to me. I'd like you to put them on the cart, and I'll be very upset if you break any."
Oh no.
All right then, you bunch of wizards. What's your magic spell?
Wizards? Well, you want me to break out the move porcelain spell?
Yeah. You got every other spell.
Yeah, I do.
Send
have
a magic
every other
camera
spell.
down a corridor.
Yeah.
Injured half-orc. Is that a real spell?
It's not a real spell, Norman. They're always like this.
You all need to stop goofing off and get back to work.
All right. Well, you got any boxes, Norman? You got any boxes or crates or
Tissue paper.
Yeah. What you got? Packing supplies.
Yeah, they're all through there.
Fine.
You go into the next room of the cave, and sure enough, there are loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of boxes. All of them full of bones.
All right. Well, I'm not going back and forth, so I'm going to just sit here, smoking a cigar, and let Mage Hand pick stuff up and put it in boxes.
Famously dexterous.
Norman,
I like your bone collection, Norman. I shout from the other room.
Thanks.
What kind are these? They're cheap?
Assorted.
Not cheap. Okay.
do you want to take these with you as well?
Well, obviously I can't throw the bones away.
Do they spark joy, Norman?
What's joy?
Well, there you go. There you see. The things you own you, Norman. What you
Prudence.
should do is just burn all of this
Whoa.
and leave.
I'm not paying you
Minimalism.
1,200 gold pieces to burn down my home.
We're lifestyle consultants, and your lifestyle needs fewer possessions.
Prudence, I'm going to have to ask you to stop bothering the client, please. It's my job to be the go-between. Corazon, as the most nimble and dexterous of us, I insist you don't use Mage Hand, but use your actual hands to pick up that porcelain. It is
All right.
what you were built for.
Okay, but counter-argument, Mr. Foreman, I would like to present you with this plan.
That's Dr.
Now.
Foreman.
Dr. Foreman.
Yes.
Okay, now in today's busy, moving landscape,
I'm so sorry about this, Norman.
It's okay.
often people think that you shouldn't use 60 reanimated skeletons to move porcelain. But I say, what if we disrupt the market and instead do that thing that I said? How about we
We're
get
innovating
skeletons
in the
You know-
space.
You know who's always very delicate and doesn't mess things up? Is the skeletons.
Skeletons.
The skeletons are not a toy.
But
already-
what if we could use them, though? It'd be good.
We could use them, and they would exact a terrible cost.
On you, so it's... I mean...
Not
your
necessarily
your day
on
can't
me.
get much worse, Doc.
Yeah.
I say, eyeing his smash
They
scratch.
they might kick your groin back into position.
Now, hold on. Are you telling me that you have a larger workforce you can bring to bear on this task?
Yes.
I'm
Norman,
not
it's a
paying
little
you
more
any
complicated.
money, but it sounds great. No, I've been convinced by that one.
All right, I pull out the hammer. Skeletons!
Yeah, skeletons!
Crikey! Yells Norman as 60 skeletons just out on the floor around the cave and go, yeah,
Ready.
boss. What is?
Skeletons,
Yeah.
it's great to see you again. You remember last time you taught us a whole lesson about not taking you for granted. Well, guess what? We need you to pack a whole load of boxes with porcelain knickknacks and get it all onto the cart. And you know what? Like, whatever terrible cost you want to exact, we're not going to get in the way. You do you, skeletons. This wasn't my idea. Love you. You're great. Get on with it.
Whoa. Okay. 60 skeletons pair up and go and high five each other. It makes a horrible clacking sound. They go,
Yeah, skeletons, get to work. Where are boxes?
Oh, they're in the cupboard in there. They're full of.
It's going to be upset about what's in the boxes.
Well, yeah, Egbert, maybe. It's an argument in favour of not summoning the skeletons.
Look,
but
I would
guess
rather die than do an afternoon's honest work.
Bosses.
Yes.
Bosses.
Yeah.
yes.
Boxes full of bones, bosses. Is this
Yes.
cool office prank, bosses?
It is not a prank, unfortunately. This
Okay.
Cyclops has a large collection of bones. If you feel like you can
Okay.
use them or take the bones have to be unbroken, I guess. That's important
bones?
as well.
Bones coming with? Because not can put bric-a-brac in box full bones.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
good
tricky
point.
one.
Can you
But
keep it down, Dob? I'm trying to smoke a cigar over here.
Bosses,
Skeleton-
skeletons have important question.
yes,
Do bones spark joy?
Thank
Norman.
you, skeletons.
Norm. This is project managing. I should have
How
never smashed
about-
my arm.
When was the
Skeletons
last
need
time you
outside this
used these
buses.
bones, Norman? Realistically, do you
all
use them
right.
every day?
No.
Do you
Norman,
use-
we're running into a few roadblocks with the whole bone situation.
Okay.
We can absolutely get it done. Obviously, that's a job that you paid for, but
We need
Yes.
more boxes, more boxes, empty boxes
Okay.
for the knickknacks.
All right. Well, the knickknacks are very important, so why not just dump the bones on the floor for now, and we'll try and find a way to carry them later.
wait, skeletons.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
Skeletons. Why don't you? Why don't you take the bones that are in the boxes
Yeah.
and just add them to your skeletal bodies, making
Whoa.
yourselves into temporary super skeletons?
No, Dob, what are you saying?
Skeletons not mess with that, boss. Skeletons don't roll that way.
You don't want to have 4 legs and be a super skeleton. All right,
No.
it's fine.
No.
That's cool.
We just make
All right.
more. Yeah.
At least
no.
make a body for the flaming skull.
It.
Wait. What if
Look,
skeletons?
No. Flaming Skull is foreman. Flaming Skull not paid to have
Oh
friends.
my god, now we've got 2 foremen. Skeletons, what if, and I'm just
Yeah.
trying to ideate here, what if you take the bones, turn them into sort of crates, weave them into sort of crates, put the knickknacks in there, then we can move everything all in one to the new location.
Yeah.
You can exact your terrible cost, ideally on Corazon, and then we can all move on with our lives.
Okay. Yeah. Skeletons. Empty boxes. Make more box from bones.
Yes.
Put bric-a-brac in boxes.
Yes.
In bone
It
boxes.
sounds like a brilliant
Move.
plan.
Move boxes to cart.
Yes.
Simple.
Yes.
I'm gonna go outside
Skeletons
and back
can
the
move.
cart up to the cave entrance so that it
Okay.
can be easily loaded.
Okay.
The skeleton's set to with a will. Egbert he sort of backs the mule around as one of the skeletons is like,
Okay. Keep go. Just wait till you hear the crunch of my toes.
Okay.
you
Oh,
start.
there it is.
And Norman's like, wow, these skeletons are effective and weird. But the skeletons, sure enough, they start basically weaving bone baskets. They're like wicker, but all made of bone. And they start very gingerly carrying the bric-a-brac and sort of putting it in the crate. And then they go out, and then they come back in. Having done that, they're like,
Okay, bosses. All bric-a-brac moved on cart now.
They come in the following order. There's the floating flame skull, then there's the 60 skeletons, and then there's the skeleton of a mule just walking along behind them.
Amazing. Did you do this? Skeletons, did you turn our mule into a skeleton?
Yeah. It's
Nice.
Oh, you
terrible
rascals.
price paid for moving.
Not our favourite mule.
Oh,
no!
no.
How will we go on without the mule?
The
Whoa,
poetic
whoa, whoa, whoa.
cruelty.
Wait. Skeletons do good.
No, skeletons! Bad skeletons! Where will we
Rowan,
go on?
I burst into tears, and it's secretly it's relief tears, but it looks like I'm genuinely heartbroken about.
Okay.
Look what you've done to
Elf
Marilyn.
crying.
She's devastated.
Yeah,
Okay, good job.
I cradled the skull of the mule in my hands, and I say,
Quietly high
"Alright."
five Prudence, but
It bites you. It bites you in the wrist, Corazon.
Ow.
All right,
just as he was in life.
Norman, if you can sort of hit us up with the address or the coordinates, we'll get this moved, unpacked on site, so that when you get to your new abode, everything is already put away.
Seamless, frictionless moving. Yeah.
We're not done moving my things yet.
Oh,
Right.
dang it, Norman. What else?
Well, I've got this massive kettle
Oh, yeah, the kettle.
and my livestock.
And the rug.
I
And
cast.
the rug can go. It was here
Oh.
before I moved in.
Oh, it really ties the place together.
Let's roll
Yeah,
the
but
livestock up in the
it's-
rug.
I won't lie to you. It's riddled with sheep piss.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, that's fine.
you can tell.
So you're
I
just
toss-
throwing it away?
Yeah.
Job fashions in a new
Tom.
outfit.
You make an incredible 3-piece suit.
Yes, please.
It's more like 3,000-piece suit.
3-piece suit.
Look,
Yeah, it's got a lovely paisley pattern
Goat, cow, and sheep.
of urine.
Can we lash the kettle to the cattle?
like really bad
don't-
tweed.
The kettle
Lash
to
the
the
kettle to the cattle.
Lash the
Emphasis
kettle
on
to
the
the
weed.
cattle.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
can drag it, or something.
Yeah. The skeletons will do that if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I cast speak with animals again to all of the livestock, and I'm like, hey guys, hello. Oh, you're all very sweet. Right, we're gonna be heading off, and we're going to a new place. Is that all right with you guys? If you can just follow me. I've got some oats here and stuff, so because the other one didn't want it. Hi.
How's it going there, Merwin? How are the
Just
sheep
saying
doing?
hiya.
Are they thick? Are they?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
All right,
So
well,
I
tell
think
them
we're
to get
just
moving.
gonna have to like.
Shepherd
I get my. Yeah, we are gonna have to
Bring them as a
shepherd them.
The skeletons are standing by. They're
Herd
like,
them.
You want us help with Fluffy?
The sheep.
Yeah.
No, I got my 2 book babies, my dog books. And they're like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and they're going to help
Sheep
me
dog books.
shepherd the sheep out of the
Frisky
cave.
in the darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Frisky in the Darkness
Yep.
are going to handle the sheep. The bric-a-brac is already on the cart. We need something to pull the cart now, because the mule probably ain't going to do it. And
Beryl,
there's a massive kettle that needs moved.
Okay.
Did I hear Beryl when?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beryl went to pull the cart, I reckon. And as for the big kettle, Egbert, you're sort of strong.
Yeah, how big's this kettle?
It's massive. You could fit in it.
Is it full?
Right now it is full of tea, yeah. Norman really hasn't been packing very hard.
All right. Well,
Okay.
let's tip out the tea for starters.
Whoa! My lapsang souchong.
Well, drink it then,
Oh,
Norman.
it's not
My
nice.
favourite
it's
as
on-
well, the smoky flavour, delicious.
Yeah, it's on the floor now. I'm not drinking floor tea. It's on
Great.
the rug.
Well,
We'll make a cuppa when we move in to the new place.
Yeah.
Fine.
There's nothing like that first cup of tea in a new place, I say, soothing the client.
Make me a
tell you what-
charisma persuasion check.
4 plus. Does it matter?
There's nothing like a first cup
4
of tea
plus
in a new
5.
place, I say to the client.
Okay, yes, go on.
More convincingly.
That's a 20.
You know what? When he said it, it sounded stupid. But now all I can think about is that cup of tea in the new cave.
Gonna level with you, Norman. I'm in a great deal of pain.
Okay, I'm going to use Find Steed,
Yep.
and I would like to summon an elk steed.
ooh.
Okay.
Elkbert, I call him. And I'll lash the kettle to him and he can drag it along.
Okay. Yeah. Elkbert is
Proud
like,
mystical
Oh,
mount.
we could grease up the bottom of the kettle so that it just sort of
That would help.
mo-
Elkbert would appreciate that.
moves a bit smooth.
Yeah.
All right. We use our hempen rope to fashion a cradle for the kettle for dragging. And grease from Corazon, presumably. Grease all over the kettle.
Could you squirt your stuff over the bottom
Yeah,
of the kettle?
get
please?
that pirate
So
grease.
speed. You know when you squirt that stuff?
Yeah, do the grease. Make with the grease.
Not just a on-demand grease fountain.
Well,
Grease
you
it.
are,
Come on, you love it.
Corazon, as a member of this party, you are sort of
Grease,
on demand
grease,
to do something.
grease,
So
Grease. Grease.
What if I
Is it a
want to
problem
use
if we're
grease
watching,
later for
or-
my own purposes?
Yeah, do you want us to look
Do
the
you want
other
us to
way?
look the other way while you do it?
No, I can do it.
can you not grease if someone's watching?
what's going on?
I'm about to do a cool spell that's cool.
I turn Norman away from this because I don't think he's going to like to see what's about to happen to his kettle.
All right,
And I
Take
just
his big
interest him in
eyelid
a
and
wall.
Close his eye.
I relax my grease glands.
Oh.
And
You
allow
know,
the
this
grease.
is my statement wall.
Oh, it's beautiful, Norman.
Sometimes
Says-
I'll write things on it.
Oh,
Grease!
Great.
In the background, grease happens.
Whoa! What just happened?
Very little. Let's get this kettle out of here, folks. Chop, chop.
Right. Elkbert drags the kettle towards the next spot.
Okay. So you've got Beryl. When are you hooked up to the cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm driving the sheep herd with Frisky in the darkness,
Frisky in the
saying
darkness.
shepherd things, come by, etc.
I'm riding on Elkbert because I guess it's not a steed if I'm not on it, so
Yeah.
probably doesn't count.
Fair enough. You're in the kettle. Let's put it that way. It's like you're the guy in a turret in a tank.
Yeah.
Dub, Norman stands up and is like, well, it's time I said goodbye to this place. Are the skeletons doing anything? Or are you happy with their work for today?
I think. Yeah,
We're going to need to
skeletons.
unpack.
Yeah, the
unpacking all that.
unpacking.
Skeletons, if you could hang around for just a little longer. We basically have the same thing to do in reverse at the other end. So,
That's the beauty of moving house.
Except, don't reverse what
Yeah.
you did to Norman the Mule.
Yeah, don't reverse the mule. You don't have to do that. That's your terrible cost, and we have accepted it.
Skeletons do good.
No.
Reverse the mule if you want. I would love that. I would love to see Norman's sweet face again.
Oh, restored.
That would be-
Norman
Norman's
restored to
face.
us.
I just assumed that when we were talking about reversing Norman, I assumed it would be like a horrible sort of zombie, like a real corruption of the Norman we all knew and loved.
You would turn him inside out, so his outsides
Yeah.
would be on the inside and insides would be on
you'd,
the outside.
You'd put dead donkey flesh back on his skeleton, and it would be so
we would
upsetting.
hate all of these things.
Oh my
yeah.
God,
It would be
a
so
horrible
brutal to
facsimile
us.
If he
Well,
was in life, it would.
I can't lie to you, skeletons. We didn't like Norman very much.
Okay.
I kicked him in the crotch.
Okay.
This is gonna be Dex Acrobatics because he's currently being held by Norman, so he's quite high up.
Don't hit Norman's crotch.
Well, that's an 18 plus 22.
Flying
Wow.
kick.
It's
like
like
a
a
flying bicycle kick.
Yes. Dub, you take one in the yarbles again. This is a high chaos session, isn't it?
Joke's on
the
you,
skele-
Corazon. They're numb from before.
The
They've already
skeletons.
receded.
The skeletons are like,
Skeletons not forget this, bosses. Skeletons gonna make this right on the books.
Do what you gotta, skeletons. I just hope you appreciate that when it came down to it, I found I could not lie to you.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
okay,
Cool.
so everyone's rolling out.
Yeah, let's go, convoy.
Okay, great. You start to peel out from the town. Not from the town, from the cave, sorry. Thankfully, there is a wide enough path that the chariot being pulled by Elkbert, the cart, sorry, whatever, can move. Yeah, the kettle cart. Can move without sort of falling down the mountainside. Frisky in the darkness are pretty good, actually, at this whole shepherding thing. I mean, they've had a couple of like little nibbles on ankles, but generally speaking, it's going fine. The skeletons are kind of just grumbling along the way. They're just like,
Get went to bosses. You're gonna have to make them ruin another fate. Well, I teach them lesson again.
and Beryl and you're just sort of being a beast of burden for the time being. Corazon, I don't
Doing
know.
nothing. Let's be honest.
He
doing
greased
nothing.
some stuff.
Yeah, I greased some stuff.
In fact, why don't you make me a
Almost all of Corazon's checks so far have been kicking me in the crotch.
yeah.
He's been rolling
Go on
well.
the crotch for
Oh
a
yeah,
while.
that is what he's been doing. Make me a wisdom perception check, please.
That is a 11.
Okay. Yeah, that'll about do it. You pull out your spyglass and you sort of start scanning the horizon. You're like, where is this cave? And you think you can see what is likely your destination. You're like, oh, okay, that's actually not that bad. I thought we were going to have to move further, but I guess, there are just a few caves around here. And then you swear, as you sort of scan back, you see the town of Brunham. And for a moment, you catch a little glint in the sunlight. It's kind of there and then it's gone, but
Huh.
it's almost like somebody was
Everyone, I think someone
also
might be,
using.
I
Yeah.
think someone might be watching us.
From the town.
Yeah, I saw it looked like the reflection off a spyglass. Like,
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
well, that's not ideal.
Prudence, what if you send message
Yes.
to the point of light and just ask it and anonymize your voice and say, "Who be ye?" or something.
Who be ye be?
Okay,
They
yeah.
they don't have to pick up or respond, but you never know.
Okay, yeah, I use my magic voice scrambling technology and thaumaturgy. In fact, I direct thaumaturgy down a clairvoyant, no, not clairvoyance, down a message in the direction of the glinting spyglass. And yeah, and it's like, what do you want? What do you want me to say? What's the message you want, Dob?
I'm out of plan now. It's up to you.
No, but it was
Who
like,
be ye be?
all right, who be ye?
Be.
Who be ye be?
Yeah.
Quit
Heebie-jeebies.
watching us.
I think that should be pretty obvious.
Oh.
Naughty would-be
Oh,
adventurers.
No, it's
You
the town
hear a-
crier.
What are
You
you,
hear
gonna
a
do about it, idiot? Oh, no,
from
that's
the
what
town
he's
of
thinking
Brunham, and you hear a series of shouts and a rising clamour as a mob with pitchforks and torches starts to stream from the town, being like, "Bah!" And they're clearly
They
like,
don't know we
"We've-"
didn't kill a troll and also befriend a cyclops. Those two things could be completely unrelated. Our time
Yeah.
is our own.
You
It
are
looks
moving.
us though, doesn't it?
You are moving quite a lot of livestock, which is the thing that they were missing. Even if it wasn't theirs, and there is a cyclops standing with you.
Have we gone off this town? Are they basically not very nice and not very tolerant of the
I mean-
cyclops that's living nearby?
Yeah, they were always ignorant because they thought it was a troll and it was a
Cyclops have been
cyclops.
here for 25 years. Yeah, they didn't
Are
spend
you asking
any.
if it's all right to kill everyone in the town and burn it to
Yes,
the
that's
ground?
what we're trying to rationalise.
Oh, goodness me. It looks like the town of Brunham has finally seen through my ruse.
What
Maybe
is your
moving house all in one was a mistake. Well, the ruse was convincing them I was dead.
What? Oh, well, yeah, fair. But were you actually stealing their livestock or not?
No.
Oh.
Well, then let's just chat.
All right,
Let's
Prudence,
just chat with them. I'm
send
sure they'll
another.
see sense.
Now that
Yes.
while you've got them on the horn,
Yeah,
send
yep.
send another message down the old message pipe.
The old blower,
And-
yep. The
yeah,
magic
and
blower.
and just tell them it's not a troll, it's a cyclops. He's peaceful. Stand down, or you'll regret it, or something.
Oh, okay, all right.
Don't say or something on the end. But
Okay, all right. I transmit Dobbs, not threat. Yeah, his opening gambit as a negotiation.
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum. There we go. That's lovely.
Sounds like the end of a negotiation. But yeah.
It's not a troll. It's a cyclops. These sheep are the cyclops sheep, and we are taking this cyclops out of your hair, away from your town, so it won't menace you anymore.
Hang on a minute. If I think back, can you hear me?
No. Oh no, that's true. Message is one way. If you agree to this, then wave a big old white flag. And if you want to be
flash the light again. Yeah.
if you want to be magic nuked into the dirt, then wave a black flag.
There's like a couple of minutes pause. Then you kind of see a figure clamber on top of a roof by way of a ladder.
Come
And
on,
they hold something
Fleck.
up to their mouth. Say, hello.
Oh,
So I found
hello.
I found a speaking trumpet.
Nice.
We normally use it to signal the start of the egg and spoon race
Aww,
at the summer fete.
it's
But
quaint.
now I'm using it to talk to you.
Yeah.
I think you're being very rude. We've been hard done by.
No.
We paid you 600 gold to kill a troll, and you haven't. And you knew it wasn't a troll and that you hadn't killed it, and it does plainly have livestock, which sometimes we are missing when we can't find it. So we think it's nasty what you've done, and we're going to kill the beast and come take back what's ours from him and you, which is to say the sheep and the gold. Prepare to die, unless you want to not die, in which case step aside.
See, now I think this would be something that, like, stepping aside would be something worth talking about if the skeletons weren't here. I really feel like we have the upper hand right now in all
Step
negotiations.
aside. Our bosses not get to tell skeletons to step aside today.
No, well, exactly.
Oh no, you kill Mule. Rubbish.
No one's.
Skeletons, please don't extract a horrible revenge on these townspeople. They're innocent. They haven't done anything.
Don't, Corazon. We don't lie to the skeletons. The skeletons are our friends. They see through our deception.
I'm not
They
lying
sound
to the
like
skeletons. I
reverse
really like
psychology.
those. I really like those townspeople. We made a real connection back there. And if anything were to happen to them, I don't know what I'd do. I say.
Greasy man from ocean trying to trick skeleton.
Yes, skeletons. He is.
Can
So
I just say
wise.
I'm not wild about the name Greasy Man.
Greasy man version.
I love it.
The
we are
mob
sort
is
of we have
fast
sort of-
approaching.
Yeah, we're sort of the baddies a bit, aren't we? We did lie to them, and
Why don't? All right.
So it was semantics. We solved their problem. We're taking away the thing they thought was a troll in ignorance, which
How
is
about
not a
this?
troll.
How about this? We leave 600 gold and a pile on the floor and proceed with Norman. If they
Yes.
reach the gold and decide to follow us further, then frankly they're inviting the skeleton apocalypse
true.
that's going to be
Yeah,
visited
yeah.
upon
Yeah.
them.
I
we've
already
already got-
gave them the ultimatum. I think we should just destroy them now.
no, we've
Prudence
got.
is for a planned skeleton apocalypse.
Skelepocalypse now.
It's the right thing to do to pay back the money.
Inspiration.
Maybe Skelepocalypse later, like as in like just in a. Should we give them one more chance? I don't want to be moral compass Dob gumming up the works. So I don't know. I'll do whatever.
I feel bad
I'm down for
about the
whatever.
fact that we did lie to them about.
All right,
and
let's
took
leave
their
them
money.
their 600. We'll get 1,200 from
Yes,
moving.
exactly. So
So
it's
we'll
still
leave
profit.
the gold.
Okay, fine.
As
For
much
what
as
it's
it
worth,
pains
I don't think they'll be satisfied with their money back.
Well, if they're not, we'll get the money from their broken corpses.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
pick the gold out of the rubble afterwards.
As
Yeah.
much as it hurts me to leave the money, we will get twice as much if if this all goes off.
So you want to lay down 600 gold in the middle of this field and cheese it?
Yeah.
Yes, with a note
Always.
saying,
Prudence, that's always what I want
With
to
a note
do.
saying, "Here's your money back.
"Sorry,
Don't
we
follow
lied."
us," or Skelepocalypse.
Sorry, we love you. Say we love you, it'll fluster them.
Sorry, are we going to get moving soon? Only
Yep.
some people are trying to kill me,
We're
and
off
we've
now.
stopped.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay, we've left the
exactly.
gold in a pile with a note saying, "Sorry, we lied, but don't follow us, otherwise there'll be trouble."
Otherwise,
Yeah,
and then I do a little drawing of the Skelepocalypse. With a very detailed drawing.
It looks
of
like a
the town
mushroom
crier's
cloud
face.
made of skeletons, right?
Yeah, and the town
Oh,
crier's
wow.
face is sort of crying out, and it's very clearly him. It's lovingly rendered.
Oh wow! Wow.
He's actually
okay.
crying rather than like figuratively.
Okay, so you start to move on. You kind of like you're following the procession. I'm kind of imagining that on the back of the cart, kind of on the tailgate, Corazon is sort of sat there, just like having a little sit, watching as the mob continues to advance and comes across the pile of gold. You see at its head, you see the town crier there. He stoops down and picks up a piece of paper and studies it for a while. Grabs his speaking trumpet and goes, I assume this drawing is meant to be me,
It's obviously you. It's very well done.
and I don't know where you learned I was allergic to mushrooms, but I think drawing one on this is very insulting, and you're clearly threatening me.
Well,
It's
you
not
better
pleasant.
not follow if you don't want this to happen. It's a grim portent.
He's still got our stolen sheep. That's
They're
the
not your
last
sheep.
thing I'm going to say. He throws the speaking trumpet down the side of the mountain, and you hear his reedy voice kind of on the wing go, charge!
Oh, this guy.
And he's leading. A mob is now like, "Bah!" with their pitchhorks and their torches.
They had
That's
their
so
chance.
hench. His voice is really
Spike
like,
growth
very-
behind us.
Ah,
Ah.
Go on
You-
then.
yes.
Do your
I
spike
cast,
growth.
cast spike growth on the path behind us so that they
Okay.
can't follow us up the mountain.
Okay.
Yes.
Enjoying
goodness.
Prudence's.
Okie dokie. The cart has now come to a. Oh no, the cart. Wait.
Well,
the-
it's
Oh,
in
the
the cart
cattle's
at
been
a standstill
taken. Yeah.
because
Yeah. Yeah, because you've
I'm
stopped
not-
being a
Are
I'm
you
not-
still a bear?
yeah,
Are
I'm
you
not
still
a
a
bear.
bear? Okay.
I'm not a bear
Okay.
because I can't cast stuff as a bear. I can turn back into a bear, but yeah,
Okay.
right now I've just done that because I'm like, I can cast this.
Okie dokie. You see them start advancing, and then a bunch of men go like, ah, and step back, and you see the town cry, being like, and then he just sort of stands there and is shaking his fist at you.
Nice.
All right, let's carry on to the new cave.
Yeah, enjoy the spikes, idiots.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Have a nice spike time.
Oh god. Okay.
Did someone run into the spikes? Did the town crier sprint towards the spikes?
No.
Johnny, what? Johnny.
Okay, good.
The town crier, in his infinite wisdom, hatches a plan. You see that he gets one of the mob and gets them to sort of just lay down on the spikes. And then he's like,
And there was me
basically
worried that we were the baddies.
Wow.
starts trying to build a bridge towards you. Out of
Oh,
Bridge.
out
that
of
evil
pebble.
energy. Did not expect.
Okay.
I really want
I would like
those
I would like to ride down to the townsfolk with a contingent of 30 skeletons.
I would
Okay.
like to join Dob, but I would like to.
I would
try
like to. Sorry, carry on, Corazon. I'll explain my plan in a moment.
May I finish my thought, Egbert?
Yes.
Thank you. I would like to sort of hang off. I don't want to be visible, basically. I want to sort of try and be obscured by either Dob or by like hanging down the side of the horse. I just I want to be, yeah.
Can I ride Elkbert down and try
Yeah.
and ram the guy back into the spikes?
Oh, the town crier.
Yeah, but not necessarily into the spikes, but sort of over,
Well,
back
Okay,
over.
that's
He-
direct. That's directly at
he's
odds with my
like-
plan, Egbert. So maybe we should talk
Yeah.
about this.
No, let's not talk about it. Let's
the
just
town
do it.
crier's the other side of the spike, so he's making a path towards us. He's not our side yet.
Yeah, but he will be soon. He needs to be right over the other side, in the trees.
Okay, yeah, but then you need to go into the spikes to get to him, surely.
No, I'll jump over the spikes with my elk. Elks can jump; they're massive.
Uh,
I unshackle the elk from the kettle, and I charge into battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see how
Point
this
of
works.
order: is the town crier murdering townspeople by by impaling
Putting
them on spikes?
Yes.
to walk over. He's done a very
Sick.
bad
Horribly-
thing, and he must
Horribly
be punished.
wounding them because you take damage for every 5 foot you move. So they are in terrible, terrible agony, but they're going to live.
Just
I know,
not
I don't
well.
know Cry anymore.
Yeah, he's just building a human bridge,
It's a quality of life issue.
and he's now getting the entire mob to start crossing.
We offered him a chance, and he,
Several chances.
yeah, several chances. Elk to the face, please. How do I do this?
Okay, let's see. You.
I want to aim directly for the town crier.
Okay. I'm going to need you. So this is a charge, but it is going to need to jump. So I need you to make me a strength check. And elk is
Sure.
+3.
Yes. Elk is +3, did you say? Cool. All right. Hope I roll well. 19 +3 is 22.
Okay. Yes.
Does he go in the sky? I hope he goes in the sky.
Let's see what happens to him. It does actually succeed on the saving throw, but will be taking 3d6 plus. No, wait, hang on. Oh, sod it, yeah. 3d6 plus 3 damage, please.
Okay. That is a 6, a 3, and a 1. So that's 10 plus what did you say?
+3.
+3, 13.
Okay, yeah, he just sits down and just. It's like. Because you think basically all of his ribs have been broken. He's now just sort of like.
Try
He's
town
sat-
crying with a broken ribcage, mate.
Heal me, he says to a nearby mobsman. The mob seems to be losing its zest for this.
Okay, I want to ride down with the skeletons. Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hop off Dob's horse and walk back up to the car. There's no point
Okay.
in fighting anymore.
I want to address the mob, right? And yeah, I face the town crier and I say, in fact, I'd like to conjure a little sort of like magical glow around my working hand, if that's possible.
You're one
Yep.
functional hand.
and I'd like to say 2 options. 1, I heal you, and you all go away in a permanent manner, as in like down back to your town. Don't bother us anymore. Let us be. That's option 1. And I make sure that everyone can hear this, not just the town crier. Option 2, my army of the dead, who are not affected by spike traps, or affected by anything, certainly not moral compunctions, tear through you. Kill it. I mean,
Solid.
yeah.
Well, that sounds horrible, actually. And I
Yes.
don't feel well to begin with.
So,
Look, is that troll?
Cyclops.
It's not a
Cyclops.
troll!
Alright. Is that Cyclops going away?
Yes, it's moving house.
Yeah,
He won't-
thanks to
he
you
won't come
harassing
back.
it every 6 months.
He might
won't
come
come-
back. That's his prerogative.
Well-
These are your options, okay?
Okay, no, alright. No, I'm listening. You gave us the 600. Alright. Fine. We will not pursue you any further. We will return to our homes.
Thank you.
Right, I cast Heal Wounds on the jackass.
Oh,
What's his name? Town Crier.
Ow. Oh, that's much better, actually. Okay, but look, if he ever comes into town, he's not allowed to play in the Bulls tournament.
Now you've gone too far.
Army of the Dead!
I mean it.
Destroy them.
He stands up and he turns and he goes, "All right, everyone, it's clearly over. Return to your homes." At which point the skeletons all bellow,
Yeah, return to your homes.
They run forward and one of them just punches a dude in the stomach and steals his torch. Quite a few of the skeletons do this, and then they start pelting it toward the town so that they can burn all of the homes before anyone can return to them.
Hooray!
Basically, it's like, return to your homes.
Yeah, return to your homes.
The entire town of Brunham is set aflame.
Oh dear.
Hooray!
The mob is now returning to their homes quite quickly in an attempt
Where's
to
that,
put out the conflagration. They will not be successful because
Where's
the
that
skeletons are
$600?
just tripping them up.
Guys.
It is on. The mob has it.
How far away from the town are we?
We're up on a hill. We're really
Are
distant.
we further than 30 feet? Yes, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Norman is standing there and it's like, wow, those skeletons are hard workers and completely unpredictable.
Yes. Yeah.
Listen, this is slightly embarrassing, but it looks like they're burning down the entire town of Brunham.
Yes.
So,
Efficient.
given that
I
it
think I
won't
know where this is going.
given that it won't exist very soon, and therefore they won't be there to bother me, I was thinking maybe I don't need to move house after all.
But you do need to pay us 1,200 gold.
I'll still pay you 1,200 gold, but I was just wondering if you could take everything and sort of put it back exactly as it was in my home.
They might just rebuild.
Merylwen, the client is making a reasonable request.
Okay.
Are there any of the skeletons near? Is the flaming skull sort of nearby?
The flaming skull is nearby. Yeah.
All right,
And
I would like to
30 of the
tell-
skeletons.
I'd like to tell the flaming skull and the skeletons nearby, you're all dismissed. You did a horrifying job as always. We should do the rest of the unpacking from here.
Okay, thank you, bosses.
Always
Says
a pleasure, never a
says the
chore.
flaming skull foreman. It's hard to hear him because obviously all of the skeletons speak at once. So the other 30 skeletons are watching
you
you
do.
attentively, but they're also reflexively going,
Ha ha ha! We burn your house.
There. Oh, they'll sleep tonight.
so yeah, that's how that goes. But yeah, the foreman's like,
You mind if skeletons stay out to finish job? It'd been a
That's
while
fine.
since-
You can put yourselves away, right? It's magic.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Skeletons
See you next-
explode when ready.
Yeah. See you next time, skeletons.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
assuming
great.
the tournament's been cancelled.
Is the green on fire? Can we still enter the tournament?
the green's not on fire, no.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Alright,
sweet.
well,
Oh,
let's get this job done, and then we
shifted
can.
and we'll go and play some ball.
Presumably, no one else will enter, and we can win.
Yeah.
Did someone say bull?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
tournament tonight.
Skeletons like bull.
Oh.
Let's play.
Skeletons
Skeletons.
invited, yeah.
Yeah, something nice for the skeletons.
This turning out to be a good day.
Turning out to be. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You return. Arduous. It takes a long time to turn the cart around on the track, but you manage to get the cart and all the possessions back to Norman's cave. Can everyone just make me a dex call it a sleight of hand check to make sure that you don't wreck the whole place putting things back.
All right.
Ooh, another 19, 21.
16.
18.
Great.
14.
23.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You'll do a very good job. You're not entirely sure how to disassemble some of the bone crates, but Norman's like, "Don't worry. I think you were right. Maybe I am being owned by my own possessions, and I should think about the things I keep and the things I leave behind."
It's an
Exactly
important
right.
lesson.
That's what I've been saying all along.
A lesson
So
that's
smart,
definitely worth 1,200 gold.
Yeah, which is where, by the way?
I'll get it now.
Thank you.
Generous
He,
of Norman to pay us. Nothing but he's no better or worse off than he was earlier.
He goes over to the shelf of meticulously crafted bric-a-brac items, and he picks up a little tiny squirrel and goes, "Ah!" and shatters it on the floor. He digs around, picks up a coin and goes, "1!" and then reaches for another. And it occurs to you that you've definitely moved, I'd say, between 1,000 and 1,500 of these items. You're not entirely sure. But, yeah, he starts smashing 1,200 teeny tiny piggy banks and going like, "Oh, this one's mostly silver bits."
Oh, it's such a mess.
He smashes up the entire wall of bric-a-brac, and it takes him a long time. And when he kind of finally hands you a pile of gold, his hands are just like covered in little shards of porcelain. But he's like, "That was... wow, I feel like I learned something today."
Oh,
I feel like I
Norman.
learned nothing today.
You're wild.
But let's load the cart up anyway with all this money.
Yeah.
Up the car.
We've still got the cart, right?
The cart, yeah.
Yeah,
Put all the coins, all the small change into
Shovel
the
it
cart.
all into the cart. Giant pile.
yeah. And then we can get and do some bulls.
Yeah, let's go down to the Bulls tournament.
Let's
okay,
roll the
yeah.
cart down the hill. Let's just sit in the cart, roll it, freewheel it down.
You right there, Dom?
You seem discouraged, friends. What's wrong?
Oh no, sorry. I'm feeling good about everything that's. I'm feeling weirdly good about everything that's happened. But it's this arm. I think it's just it's.
Oh, pop it back in the socket.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
do that. It's dislocated. We can
Let's
do
Yeah.
just pop Dob's arm back in the socket.
All right, everyone, push my dislocated arm real hard back in the socket.
All right.
Okay. Egbert,
You've got to
brace
beat my
from the other
orcish
side.
constitution.
I'll brace from the other side. You probably want to rest against the cave wall, maybe, and just
Yeah.
like, and then
Yeah.
we'll just.
I think I can figure out the angle I need to kick his arm at to make it go back.
All right. Well, it sounds like Corazon's got this. So.
All right.
I bite down on a
Okay.
piece of wood.
Okay, I would like Constitution saving throws from you, Dob, and you, Meryl, Wen. And I want a Strength Athletics check from, what is it, Prudence? Trying to put it
Yeah.
back in?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, Corazon's
Prudence,
going to
yeah,
kick it.
Prudence, you have to
but-
go first.
Oh, Corazon's
Oh, okay. I'll
sorry.
kick it
Sorry.
first. Okay.
Everyone has a go at kicking.
I rolled 9.
We line up to kick
Okay.
Dob's arm back into the socket. That's
Meryl, when you don't pass
17.
out. Okay, it is... You actually kind of go like, whoa, I didn't know Prudence was that strong. As she just like sends the
Hobnail
shoulder
boot.
back in so hard it almost
the
dislocates
collarbone.
out the other side.
You're welcome.
All right.
Oh,
now
yeah.
Now I take a big run up.
Yeah,
Oh no! Kick it back
Strength
out
Athletics, please.
again. Oh no!
You're going to adjust at
While
the last
Corazon's
second.
running at me, I start to play a happy tune with my dexterous fingers returned to me.
Corazon, if you bail out, you can
I
still hit
think
his crotch.
everything's gonna be okay.
It's a 5.
Oh.
We had
I'm
some
aiming- I
scary
assume I'm
times,
aiming for his
but
shoulder, but I miss and
everything's
hit him in the
gonna be okay.
Sure.
You dislocate his groin.
Yes.
Ah!
Oh, what a great day.
Oh no. Yeah, so you all go downstairs. You go down the mountain with the cart.
Back to the
Where-
village.
Mountains,
skeletons-
the outdoor stairs.
The skeletons are already practicing by bowling their own heads across
Oh, amazing.
the lawn. You feel like you're going to have quite a hard time getting them not to cheat because you'll find that they stop and then with their jaws they kind of like like gnashing teeth their way toward the jack.
Oh, skeletons.
So actually,
Rascals.
basically every single skeleton is winning because they're all piled up on each other over the jack.
Skeletons.
And I don't know. No, this is their R&R time. They don't have to do anything terrible. Well, they're playing Bull, but they are terrible cheats.
Hey.
So yeah.
And everything is on fire around the bull's green.
Oh yeah,
As we
Burning.
enjoy a relaxing
Presumably,
game of balls.
all the townspeople are nearby. It's just they're so busy with buckets of water and weeping
their
and
credit that the
trying to
tournament's still on.
rescue children who
Yeah.
are left in upper floors and stuff like that. So
Yeah, exactly.
Do the camera pans back and describe the scene? I want to hear it.
Yes, it does. Well, this is just exactly it. It's kind of like you see just like a grinning skull as like firelight dances across it, and the camera slowly pans back as the Oxventurers are like, all right, okay. It's like trying to sweep the green clear of gnashing, laughing skulls. And as we sort of pull out, the green is beautifully illuminated because the sun is going down. Just by this fire, and this column of smoke is rising into the air. All of the townsfolk are frantically dashing to and fro, trying to get buckets of water from the well. The well is on fire because that's how thorough a job the skeletons did. So, like, a good contingent of the entire town is just sort of crying because they're like, well, this is the town's done. And the town crier, you notice, is slowly trying to slink away from the town. And no doubt someone's going to notice and go kick his ass.
I cast
Oh.
Entangle.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, the camera's panning out, and then suddenly it just, like, on Merylwyn's eyes, she goes, cast Entangle. Sure, why not?
the only thing I'd like to know, Johnny, is who wins balls.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. How do we do a Bulls tournament?
So I know.
Quickly
Just
at the
before
end
that
of
starts, I would like to place
Yeah.
Snapple on his entangled head and shoot an arrow at it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll tell you what, the entangle just works. He's like trying to sneak away. You're like his legs get wrapped up. He falls down and then sits up into a sitting position. Corazon de Baena puts an apple atop his head. And make me a dex attack, please.
Worried about this one.
I'm
no,
not.
It's fine. That's 19.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, perfect.
You are aiming for the apple, just to be perfectly clear.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah,
Told you I could do it, and then I go back
you
to balls.
pin it to a nearby tree, and he's like, oh, I mean, it was impressive, but also quite
up.
uncouth. Yeah, you know, it should shut up, actually. It is the final of the Bulls tournament.
Yes!
And it's between the Oxventurers and the Skeletons.
Hooray!
Everything's tied.
Yes!
I'm excited.
Can Norman do the commentary? Because he's got the voice for it.
Okay, says Norman, who has actually, due to
Calm
his
down.
massive size, has put himself into a supervisory role. Is like,
Yeah.
Right, it's the final of the Bulls competition.
So good.
Which, as you know, in Gath, is a timed affair. You have 200 balls, and you have
Whoa.
90 seconds to 25 seconds to throw as many of them as you can. Whoever gets the most near the jack wins. It's the multi-ball round.
Hooray!
Multi-ball. Okay.
Okay.
What have I got for this?
He's like, skeletons. You look over. All of the skeletons have had their jaws tied, like they've got a saw tooth to the top of their skull, so they can't gnash their way along.
Aw.
Skeletons, are you ready? They're like, yeah. Oxventurers, no, random guild of people who go about doing things for money.
We should really get a name for that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you also ready?
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Let's ball.
You've got 25 seconds.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's do this in real time.
Oh.
I'm going to give you 25 seconds, and I want you to try and roll as many. The DC of 12. It's a DC of 12. You've got
Okay.
25 seconds, and I want you
Okay.
to roll as many successes as you can, without modifiers.
No
Okay.
modifiers. Right,
No
ready?
modifiers. Okay. 3,
That's it.
2, 1. Bulls.
No. 1, that's an 18. 19, it's 1.
Wow.
I should probably stop saying numbers. It's a real audio experience, this
It
one.
really is.
No.
It's ASMR.
Yeah. Really horrible ASMR.
Time.
7.
10.
5.
5.
Okay, so hang on. 7, 17, 27, 31. That'll about do it, I think.
Yeah.
There was the 25 seconds are absolute pandemonium as all the skeletons are like just chucking skulls at the jack. There is a pivotal moment at which Corazon is the first one to realise it, just by sort of gently tapping his bull against the hammer and then throwing it. It will make a skull explode if it hits. So eventually you just start like bombing the skulls into tiny fragments.
Oh no, our
Knowing,
skeletons.
knowing full well that they'll reform. You've done this fight before. Norman seems to consider this to be fine, and in the end he's like, okay, you all got 31 balls next to the jack. Not counting the smashed skulls, the skeletons got 28. And as there is an enormous roar, not from a crowd, but from the blaze that is consuming.
I think a barn just went up.
You. The town hall just goes, and with a whoosh sending sparks into the night sky, you celebrate your win over the skeletons, who are like, okay, it's bedtime now, and they all just go. And they're back in the hammer. And yeah, that's the story of how you didn't move a Cyclops.
But we did burn down a village,
But
Johnny.
you
Don't
burned
forget
down
that.
an entire village.
And let's not forget, that's the important thing.
Yeah. And you killed a mule for having a bad attitude. And being a picky eater.
Yeah, we'll think
It
twice next
wasn't-
time, won't he?
We didn't do it.
I did.
Okay.
In my mind.
Well,
I
thank
didn't,
you
but I
so
wish I
much,
had.
Johnny, for another wonderful Oxventure.
I think you're welcome.
Do check out Dicebreaker on YouTube, youtube.com/Dicebreaker
Johnny lives.
for more from Johnny, more excellent tabletop stuff. We're doing stuff for New York Comic Con's Metaverse this
Yeah,
weekend.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
Can you
tomorrow.
believe it?
We will be playing sci-fi RPG Lasers and Feelings
It's
with
so much
space versions of our Oxventure characters. That's at 9:45 a.m. PT, 12:45 p.m. ET, and 5:45 p.m. BST on youtube.com/NYCC. You can check that out. And then after that, we are doing a special ticketed exclusive Q&A. You can come and ask us questions about the Oxventure. You can come and ask us questions about anything, tabletop gaming, advice for your own D&D campaigns, or just anything you want.
It's really
that's
fun.
at-
There's always a lot of joking around and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be a
great.
good time.
Cool.
That's at
And
12
it's going to be
p.m.
late on a
PT.
Saturday, so we're going to be in party mode.
Yeah, we're going to have
Oh,
James
a
going to be in party mode.
12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. British Summer time, 8 p.m. UK time. So you can get tickets. You go to tinyurl.com/OXAMA. You can also find our show exclusive pin, which is a D20 that says crit, crit, crit on it. It's great. You should get one.
Yep. Details will follow as well. We've got a... when this stream ends, we will have the details on screen as well. So keep an eye out for those. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe to us, and also Dicebreaker, obviously. Dob's tuning up. And we will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Come join us tomorrow. It'll be really fun.
Tomorrow.
Go.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.